Oh, Pocketry. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a live stream. Has been a long time since the last time we did a stream, and I want to spend some time with you guys here. Hopefully, everything goes well. I have a camera. Finally, got the proper attachment to it, so I can stream, and hopefully everything is gonna go fine. So how you doing today? I know it's a hola, ¿cómo estás? Bueno, menos que estás temprano. Un saludo para Miklan Mex. How you doing, guys? There's a lot of stuff happening everywhere now with Street Fighter. There's a lot of streaming going on, but I wanted to test this. I want to see if I could do some sketching, some drawing while I have you here, and yeah. Okay. Let me see. Hey. Yeah, so I wanted to test this camera. I think it'll be kind of cool to see what I can do with this. All right. So let's try it out. I've been doing pretty good. I was supposed to do this earlier on, but I needed to chill after eating. I didn't want to spend the whole day sitting down. And what we're looking at right now, these are some drawings I did for figure drawing. Actually, it was a figure drawing from Sunday. And I like to finish this. Say finish, or yeah, finish. I will say finish. And because it's late night, I also like to right now. I think it's a good way for me to fall asleep, or like not looking at a screen, even though I'm looking at your chat. I've been doing a lot of digital art lately, and when I get a chance to do this, I'm pretty happy, can do this. Girls, it's 2 in the a.m. I know it's kind of late, but I know there's people awake somewhere in the world. And yeah, I was gonna do this early on, but after going to the gym, I got a little bit tired, But I was like, oh, maybe I can stream like an hour or two. I want to test this. I was streaming on Discord, and the camera didn't last long and turned off, and well, happens the wire was not good. And yeah, I'm trying to different things, and you can get really close to this or really far. Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's great, man. You're welcome. Thank you for watching after the stream. And I have to say I'm pretty thankful, and I have a lot of gratitude for you guys who actually watch it after it's done. There's so much content everywhere. So it's good to thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. So much stuff to do and content. So for these ones, I like to use this Prismacolor pencil, and I kind of like to fill them with a gradient or a little bit of shading instead of just white. So it gives you a little bit of tone, and when I scan this on on the scanner, I can add some cool highlights on Photoshop, and all the shading is like even, like that. So that's what I like it. Yeah, I've been going to like the gym lately. Well, not lately. I've been going for like over a year, but I usually go like 4 times a week, 3 times, 4 times. I have stuff in my house that I can use to train. But I'm going like more hardcore these days. Things are getting better, so I feel like I have like more energy and drinking proteins and all that shit. Yeah, I thought before like only doing exercise alone will give me the muscle, and definitely I learned. We all learn, you know. We all learn about it, and yeah. I'm gonna answer a question in Spanish. AL says, una pregunta, cuando haces los prints, ¿sueles imprimir tú mismo o los envías a algún sitio? Las dos. Hay un sitio que los imprime y las puedo buscar en físico, y hay otro sitio que los imprime online y se lo envía a los clientes. No tengo ningún printer porque es mucho dinero. So basically he asked like if I print all the prints that I have, do I print them like in my house or I go somewhere? And I go somewhere. I have a place that print them for conventions. I have another person a company that prints it for the limited run that I do when I sign. And then I have prints that you can buy on my website, and those are sent by the printing company, like drop shipping. Yeah. So different kinds of ways of doing it. Yeah, protein powder is expensive, but I mean, you need it. And I just started drinking recently, but it's like part of the health, right? So this is the girl. I don't have the name. Maybe you guys can help me. This is the girl from this movie from Tarantino. I think it's Dawn to Dusk, and I finally got the chance to draw this model, amazing model, and she was doing all of these poses. That was this last Sunday. And so I did all these drawings, and I have more. I can show you more. All of these are unfinished ones. A lot of curvy lines, very curvy lines. I have another ones. These are the ones that are completed. I need to finish this one here in the corner. Yeah, Salma Hayek, but the character, I'm sure she has a name. These are the ones I finished the other day while I was talking to a friend of mine. And you know what? I think I'm gonna find a way. I think I have the device to lock this and be able to move it around freely. This is very awkward. It's not smooth for sure. And it has the zoom. Let's see if I click here. Pew. Right, so these are the drawings, and this paper that I have right now is this Japanese sketchbook called Croquis. Croquis, white croquis, acid-free, 50 sheets, B3, Q0353, and it's made by a brand called Muse. is made in Japan. I really like this paper. It's like a little bit higher quality than the regular croquis, and I really like to use them. I found this many years in Japan, 2011, I guess, and I use them for my sketching. I use different sizes, but this is like my favorite one. Like, it's kind of like smooth, but at the same has a good amount of texture, and you can see through, right? You can see the drawings I did under it. So I really enjoy being able to draw on both sides, but even though I drew on the other side of the page, I can still see my drawing, no issues. So I really like that. And still you can actually copy from the other page, you know. So if you have a drawing, you can put another sheet of paper on top of this and keep drawing. Non-AI, well, I don't know, like, yeah, probably. Welcome to the past. Welcome to 1993. I don't know. I don't think they have strings back in 1993. You say you want a video how to mimic other artists' styles. I mean, you say mimic, copy. A lot of people are, against copying other artists or like find your style and all of that. But I definitely think it's a good way to practice, to understand how other people do the art. There's when I was studying animation, there was my teacher who told me he worked at Disney, and he told me that when they do animation, they have model sheets, and those model sheets have a design, they have a style, right? So they have to adapt the style for the animation, and what that means copying the style, so be able to create it consistently, right? And that's how they study, and there's a way to draw things in a very specific way. So if you, I need to find a way to make the focus like steady. I think it's not focusing the best way. So it's okay to copy the styles, copy the style, practice on top of that. It's okay because then you're like learning what kind of lines these artists use, or the flow of the lines, and how they do certain things. And then, but the idea is that you mix that, and you learn a little bit of that at the beginning, and then you go on your own and you do your own, right? So yeah, that way you can find your style too, right? You're like mimicking a little bit, but not only one, probably a couple. And then through time, you start adapting and using that for your own style. Spicy. Yeah, this is a little spicy. How do I get to a point where I can draw? I still suck. Dude, it's never ending. We all suck to a certain point. There are things that I draw, and I draw really well. There are other things that are harder for me to draw. So there are things that are hard to draw. And again, always the time, what do they say? Fundamental, boys. I don't know if they can focus. There's like a way of focusing. Camera focus. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Yeah, learn the fundamentals. Learn like form, how to make things look rounded, how things will make sense. Yeah, dude. It takes a long time, dude. It takes a long time for some, takes a little time for some. But I think the fundamentals is the part that is important. We tend to focus on finished pieces or finishing something, and it's not enough. And I practice a lot, dude. So much that I don't remember so many drawings I have done. Todo cambia. Hey, that's me. Look, I still have a belly. What do you look for? Like, emulate other people's style? Well, there are different things like line weight, typical poses that the people do, how they do the shading, what kind of presentations they use. Yeah, I said like, yeah, that will be. You have to have a good eye, right? It's not like, well, I'm gonna copy this, but you have to think, what am I copying exactly from here, right? What am I copying? And that should be your focus. Focus on something in specific. Hi, I follow you on Instagram. Great color, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Also study style. You can understand style. Those are the copy. Yeah, again, your own voice. I have different mix of different style. Then I make my own through the years, and then there are things you will draw all the time, and you like to draw, and you keep drawing. And I'm not talking about like like the team of like female, but there are things that you like to draw, lines that you like to make, poses that you like to make, and it's okay to repeat it. Before I think I was very attached on making every pose different. We need to make the poses and they need to be different and new, and I still do that if I find poses that are cool. But at the same time, the pressure, I don't think I have the pressure anymore of, oh, I have to make a new pose because otherwise it doesn't work and blah 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 blah. If you want to see that I'm going old school, I'm listening to music in my CD player. I'm that retro now. So I'm listening to music every night. I'm listening to, well, not every night, but most of the nights, put a CD. I've been buying a lot of CDs. So I put a CD and I listen to music while I draw. And you will think like, what the fuck? Why is this guy buying some CDs? I find them then like I like the artist, so I kind of like want to have. It's like a comic, right? Or you watch a movie, you want to get the art book. Well, I like music a lot, and these artists I like for a long time. But I find in that a good way for me now to focus because there's so much distractions, and I started checking YouTube, and I started like looking at videos and finding the right music to play, and then finding the vibe, and so many distractions. And I kind of want that old vibe where I can just put music and just focus on the thing I'm doing, you know. So that's how I've been able to be a little bit more productive these days. Just mindly listening to some music, and like from an album, and I love collecting my albums. I have like different albums of different Japanese. I think I haven't even opened this one, but every night I try to like listen to one of those. Today I'm listening to John the Ark, one of my favorite Japanese rock bands from the early 2000s. This is the single, and I love to own the little book, and it comes with a DVD, all like from Japan. And I love this band for so many years, and finally getting something is like, dude, I have the CD, I have the music, and it's not like a string. And I enjoy it, and looking at this is so cool. I don't know, nostalgia, I guess, but at the same time, be mindful and be able to draw, focus. I can focus and listen to the music. I know, not thinking about skipping the track or whatever, but at least like thinking, I need something more. I need something like this for this vibe. I want to listen to this album that I haven't listened and discover tracks, and plus the sound is way better on a CD player and using a properly wire wire headphone. So let me see. Also, study style. You can understand style. yeah, put this like to have something cute there while you can see the trailer for the new movie. Yes, I think it's fun. I think it's gonna be a fun movie, and I think that's what it should be. I wouldn't take it too seriously. It's a little liquid, that scene where she's like dripping some liquid, and and Tarantino, of course, decided to be the guy receiving all the alcohol. What's your favorite female characters to draw? I like drawing my original characters because I have freedom to draw whatever. And yeah, and I've been drawing a lot of Street Fighter. Kind of getting a little bit burned out of so much Street Fighter. I love it, but and doing this traditional artwork, that's more like on my vein of work, because that's what I do. I used to do when I started drawing, just traditional color pencils, and enjoying the traditional side of it. Digital, of course, because all the colors and all that shit, but I really like traditional. I was looking at Nikkei art while drawing a comic. I like how they draw their characters feel simple. Man, it looks simple, but that's the hardest part. What if you want to be an artist, but not exactly sure what art you want to make? That takes time. But I have seen people like starting to draw back in 2018. Right now, they have a really cool style, and they are finding their personality and the way of creating art. Right? Usually you mix it with something you like, and then you have to explore. I have seen artists explore different styles at the beginning. That looks like somebody's art style. Then little by little changing, and then start drawing something a little bit more different, and then they actually find that I really like drawing these things. So it's like food. You have to try different things, and then you'll find your favorite. But the idea is not to like settle for one favorite thing, right? You wouldn't eat the same food every day, maybe. But if you could, you eat different kind of foods, dishes. Yeah, like my style have changed like plenty, but then I found lines that belong to me, and that's what you see here. These are my lines. This is how I like to make these lines, and I don't think about like a certain artist or anything. I just like what it evolved from all the years drawing, and why not. How do you find different artists with there's a lot of different artists. I will be careful not to look too much to AI, because it looks pretty similar. There's something about AI that looks kind of pretty similar, which is interesting. Well, that's the thing. You go to like a place that they have art books. You look online artists that you like, and from there, I have a lot of books, and I like to collect books because finding somebody else's artwork or something that you find inspiring, and then using that too. Hey, no nanny. So what is this? Have you ever encountered legal trouble drawing copyrighted characters? Only a couple of times. Mostly I had on my Patreon. It's Nintendo. Nintendo are very for being savages about it, any kind of artwork, fan art, or whatever, they'll go for your ass. So yeah, Nintendo, you know, watch out with any Nintendo characters you draw, even for fun. They have a whole team for that shit. But not that many problems, dude. There's so many nowadays. There's so much artwork stolen by AI. So it's kind of stupid to ask like somebody who drew like a fan art or something to stop doing that when they basically took all the artwork from other artists on the internet to create the AIs that are making artwork now for those companies. It's like, wow. Yeah, Nintendo are like annoying. Like I did a Zelda, but I get it. But it was on a paywall. I didn't even put it like out. Or maybe I did. Let's see what the Danular on Twitch says. He says, I've been getting back into art after working 9 to 5, so damn long that I had to relearn a bunch of different intra mechanics like holding a pen, keeping paper level, holding the image in your head. Feels like I have to examine to improve my presentation. My art style has been improving more and more, which makes me curious. Have you ever taken such a long break art that you have to relearn how to draw again? I'm always relearning how to draw, I tell you. Sometimes it goes faster, so sometimes no. And, you know, maybe it's just my brain. You know, don't take this as this is like all the artists go through that, but I have times when I'm not drawing at all, like days, maybe weeks or so that I'm not drawing, because this is a different kind of drawing. What I'm doing right now is something different. I'm drawing, I'm making lines and shading. When I'm sketching, I'm creating and designing. When I'm painting, I'm thinking about colors, I'm thinking about form. So it's like going to the gym and training different muscles, right? So when I'm sketching and I'm in the sketch mode and I'm warm up and I feel like I'm going in a good pace, then I can make a bunch. Same with painting. I've been painting lately and I just been painting a lot. But then when I go to draw, you have to change that mindset to like, okay, now it's gonna be structure, proportions, and sometimes it doesn't work, man. Sometimes it doesn't click, which is fine, you know. I don't feel bad because I feel like, well, yeah, I haven't practiced in a while. Saying we're going like to the gym, I don't know. I just find it like many analogies with the gym because it's the same. Like you train a lot and then just don't go for like a week, 2 weeks. But usually the recovery is faster, right? Because you already been practicing. Your brain gets used to certain things, so then it goes back quickly. But the problem is like if you really want to go back to, well, thank you, I'm going to bed, good night. So the problem is that if you want, that happens to me, so it's not like a beginner mistake or any of that bullshit, is that I want to draw something but I want to see something come out quickly, and that's a hard one. Sometimes you get lucky and it's okay to try, but sometimes you don't get lucky and you're trying to get something done, and you want to see a quick result, and it's frustrating because you're like, oh, I should be able to do this, why is it taking this long, blah 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 blah, and it's because you want to get something really like quickly. And it happened to me plenty of time, and sit down, I want to paint something quickly and move forward, and then dude, I end up like fixing shit for like a bunch of hours, and then I'm like, dude, I should have taken my time warming up, doing my thing, taking my time. But you know, I guess that's what it's called to be human, right? You want to see something really quickly. You see many drawings, and then when you see it for real, it's like, well, it's not that easy, you know? Because you see somebody playing an instrument, you're like, oh, that looks kind of easy. And when you try, you're like, I need to practice. I need to put my time. So something like that. Where do I live? I live in California, in Los Angeles, California, de los Estados Unidos de América. I'm using this pencil. This is the current size of many of my pencils. This is Prismacolor, and this is a pencil like an extensor. Very useful, which you can use most of your pencil. Did you see Super Mario Galaxy? No, I haven't seen Super Mario. I think they say it's not that good in terms of plot. You tell me, because I liked the game when I came out on Nintendo Wii. Yeah, back in the day. I played the whole game. It was awesome. Probably the best game of Mario in a while. But since the plot is not that good. Que si hablo español? Yes. Yo sí hablo español. I had a peak little drawing session after work, being a small fire and a beer. Yeah. Yeah, also you like if you're gonna draw and if you can do this, just make a little ritual, you know? Grab something to drink, sit down and draw. Just put your phone away if you can. And then dedicate time to drawing, like focusing. I've been doing that the last few days. I always say, oh, I'm gonna stream, but I end up like sketching and not sketching and painting and finishing some work. And I was doing that today. I could have done some stream, but when I do streaming, I cannot get out of the chair, and I don't like to be stuck in the chair for too long. Yeah, do this. I mean, why not? You can like grab a pencil and do some light sketches, and why not? Yeah, some scribbles, some lines. I do that. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes when I don't have a good sleep. And I'm gonna find a way to put this camera in a better placement for in the future streams. So like I was saying, yeah, so when I cannot sleep, sometimes I wake up with a nightmare in the middle of the night. You know, sometimes we have our good sleeping time and bad sleeping time. And when I don't have a good sleeping time, I wake up and say, you know, well, fuck it, I cannot fall asleep. I'm gonna grab a pencil and I'm gonna start making some doodles and some lines, and you know, it's like drawing drunk. And you can do whatever lines, nobody cares. I should make a t-shirt that says that. Draw, nobody cares. Just draw, nobody cares. Everything is going good. I'm having a blast. I'm here. Actually, I should put this here so it looks more like retro, right? I don't know. I like to see my CD player. We're geeks. I put this lady here. Yeah. What you saying? I had a peek. Hablo español. Sadly, I have to go to work. Well, take care, man. Good time there in the UK. Everything's going good. Have you ever planned to come to some cons on the east side of the country? I'd love to meet you. Yeah, dude, I want to go to New York Comic Con. I'm going to Chicago, actually. Does that count? I think it's pretty close. I'm going to Combo Breaker. Dude, look at this, man. Nobody is streaming somebody like using a traditional pencil sharpener while listening to some CDs. Guys, this is the new technology, man. I like going to the movies. Unfortunately, like my new friend, she doesn't like to go to the movies often unless it's something that she wants to watch. And so yeah, like the movie's good, but it's like if she doesn't like the movie in specific, like, or if I have like a mirror interest, and it's like, oh, anyway, I shouldn't be talking shit about my friend. But I go to the movies. Nothing lately. The last thing I watched was the drama with Zendaya. Welcome to Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker. Let's make this snake. Yeah, I mean, old school, bro. So wire. Resident Evil trailer. I haven't seen that. I'm not too much into like horror games, even though I like Silent Hill, but never being someone who plays a lot of that. Dude, I'm gonna be Combo Breaker every day because, dude, I'm not gonna travel to Chicago just to be one day there. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hey, from France. I'm looking to be going to France too for Evo France. That's something I want to go. So that's on the plans. Yeah, that one was pretty good. I enjoyed that movie. And I haven't been to the movies. Today I was checking. I was like telling my friend Dama, I was like, dude, I don't see anything I want to go and see. Like, what's going on with these movies? Maybe the Devil Wears Prada, but kind of very old sequel for that. So I'm gonna wait for some reviews. And I like to watch all kind of movie, dude. If you have a bash fashion or whatever, if it's good drama and if it's a good movie, I'll watch. It doesn't matter whatever it is. Gotta be open-minded. Have you ever considered doing some anthro art? Yes, I have done that. I have done in the past. I have done. Oh, the CD is done. What should we want? What should we listen to now? We have some Boktik. We have a lot of. We have this The Arcing Seal. About the full box set, we have some gothic rock bands. I would say it's a rock band, or like a gothic progressive metal. And I love this album. It's one of my favorite. Now let's listen to L'Arcing Ciel. Have you ever considered doing some antro? Yeah, I did some antro like back in the day on DeviantArt. So great CD. I bought this, and this is the first time I listened to this CD, and I listened to the MP3s, of course. But it comes with a little sci-fi movies, everything, dude. Also the last one I watched was the Hail Mary project. I thought it was funny. It was fine. I like that. And yeah, if the movie is good, I'll give it a try. It doesn't matter which country or whatever. Kind of cool to see the disc spinning. Oh, nice. The tracks are here. Oh, it's a good CD. 2020. Well, this is not 2022. For like 1990 something. Yeah. I have the whole box set. And the box set comes with this little book. And it has the tracks. It's a smile, rear arc. The arc. It's like you can, that's what's inside the CD. Doesn't come with the book, but it comes with the book here. And you can see all that. All the covers. Back in the day. Yeah, so I don't know, I like collecting books. I like collecting music now. Welcome to middle age. Sketchbook for sales. I need to work on the sketchbook. That's something I've been postponing, and I think all of this I'm doing right now is gonna be in the sketchbook. All of these drawings will be there. Question: do you ever do some antro art? Yes, like I already answered that. I did antro long time ago on DeviantArt. DeviantArt days. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be in Chicago, so that's like I said, another convention over there. I'm gonna go to Orlando too. I'm gonna be at the CEO tournament. A lot of fighting game stuff. Though I don't remember how the snakes are, but I know it has something like this. Yeah, a little bit of traditional. I'm gonna fix the setup and I'm gonna have another attachment and I'm gonna take more time. As usual, I decided last minute and I just use the camera and put the cameras like whatever. Yeah, I was playing in Street Fighter 6 and I was having a good time, but Street Fighter 6 is fun. I'm really good now with Kami. I feel I'm decent now with Kami. I can defeat some masters. And yeah. Put this away a little bit. So I play mostly Street Fighter. I wish I could spend more time playing. Sometimes I have my seasons where I'm just playing the game. But instead of playing game, I've been going to raves, to music festivals. So not too much sitting there. Too much sitting, man. Thank you, man. Thank you guys, by the way, for being here at this late hour. I'm not expecting like people to be like awake and coming here, but from Europe, from Europa. See if I can. Yeah, I play with Kami. I think I like that rush style of fighting. I also play with Aki. I haven't played too much with Aki, to be honest, but recently. But I made it to Diamond. It's just that it requires a lot of time for me to spend like playing. I before that, or between Street Fighter, I play Gran Turismo. Playing Gran Turismo, doing something different than just fighting games, because I was doing that a lot. But there are many days that I'm not even like turning on the PlayStation. I draw, I go to the gym, and that's it during the week. But I've been going to a lot of like I don't want to say parties, like raves, music festivals. I went to Coachella, so I'm trying to be more social outside in the real world than just being in the house just drawing all the time. I like drawing, but I don't know. I feel like I want to be outside doing shit. What's your answer for your figures? I don't know. I guess in the model, I think more about the character. Think about the expressions, you know. Yeah, Street Fighter 5. When can we expect you to start competing for that Evo money? Dude, my friend Dama, she's telling me that. Dude, you should play Go on Evo. And I don't think she has an idea how intense that game is. And like, you gotta be real. You gotta be real a little bit, you know. Thoughts on the Street Fighter movie? It looks horrible to me. Street Fighter is not a joke. Well, you know, it's kind of campy. You know, consider the 90s. 90s is very campy. There's always like some cameos and stuff. I think if they make a serious Street Fighter movie, it'll be hard because there's something lighthearted about the characters that needs to be portrayed. I wouldn't take it too seriously because we always have the older movie. So we can always watch the older movie from 1990 something. So I don't sweat too much about that. Oh, the new character. I love the new character, dude. I love the new character. I want to draw her. I'm gonna draw her. Yeah. Ingrid. I love the new costume. I like all the shit she does with the hands. Like, the shit. So I wanna make some cute drawings of her. Yeah, I like the character. I know she's gonna be annoying as fuck, but I do like cute characters, and I think she's cute, but at the same time, she's like, little bit, has a little touch of Judy, you know, kind of like sadistic somehow. Like, she's so powerful, like, you're nothing to me. So everything is she's playing, but she's so powerful, you know. So I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, Ingrid looks cool. I like it. I saw the trailer and I really like her whole design. Probably not the older classic design, because I think what I don't like is the shoes are black. And what I like about the new character is that the shoes are white and rounded, you know. And I like rounded stuff. You know, I like rounded stuff. So her shoes have to be white. It's easy for tracking to the movements, but I guess I have to stick to the classic, right? To the classic costume, because it's the classic. So yeah. Street Fighter anime series. Actually, that's more like an animated movie like they did back in the day. That would be kind of cool. Animated series, well, would be kind of nice, but they have to really do some good plotting. I'm sure there's gonna be some good fighting scenes going on in that movie. Do I definitely need to invest, or I would say that, but never do it. Have like a proper setup with traditional. I'm working in front of my computer doing this. I should, as a professional artist, I should have a drawing board. And I have the money, I can buy it. I can buy a drawing table, right? Just a table for like drawing and something. And I actually have one, but I don't like it. I bought it like so many years, like 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. And I thought it looked good, but when I sit down there, it's annoying to work on that. And I've been using it just as a regular table, and I just put my CDs there. Yeah, this really looks good. I think I like the look of Cammy on the movie. She doesn't look as looks a little bit different. It has like a Judy vibes. At least the actress. Chun-Li is okay. I think she needed more muscles. That's typical with these movies. They need like a little bit exaggerated proportions. You know? But maybe that's just what I'm judging right now. Yeah, I'm actually been drawing some Stellar Blade, not playing but painting. Let me see if I can show you. I was painting that today, and I need to keep working on it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's there. Working on still a long way to go, but they requested this on Patreon. Some feed and stuff, typical. And it's fun. I'm more pleasing my patrons than anything else. And I have another versions of that. So if you want to see some drawings and you want to support it, you can go to my Patreon and you can see the drawings. I've been posting some of my older Jiggly Girls. If you know Jiggly Girls, that was my name, or that's the kind of name that is given to all my non-safe for work material. Some people don't know I do non-safe for work. Some people do. Some people don't know, which is interesting. And yeah, so I've been posting more non-safe for work, and more like I'm being retouching some older artwork. Who will be on my next skateboard release? I have some designs that look pretty cool on the skateboard. I need to think about that. I would like to have like, did I do a Mai Shiranui? I don't think I did a Mai Shiranui skateboard. No. But I have some original art too that I could use too. More Judy maybe. No, I have other things there. I have done other artwork. You know. But yeah, I think like what I'm gonna focus right now is the sketchbook and make new books. I did some mouse pads and they sold out pretty quickly. I need to do another wave of those because they sold out quickly. Especially the One Piece. It was gone. And I usually don't draw this big, by the way. I don't know what kind of bug like bite me when I was doing this, but this is way too big for what I like to draw. Maybe I got too excited with the pose. So I'm like, oh man, this pose. This is the classic pose of her like pouring some, I think it was like alcohol. How to draw book. I don't think I want to do a how to draw book. I think this has been done so many times by now. This is the same thing. Just draw the face and draw these guidelines. You can do it too. And like, I don't know. I would like to do maybe something more like a tutorial, like something more useful in terms more advanced, a little bit more advanced. Like certain things like I think about anatomy that are hard to do and to understand. Yes, this one deserve it. Maybe do you feel comfortable with a sketchbook tour in your videos? Yeah, I think I'd put some sketchbooks. I showed some sketchbooks in one stream and I didn't leave that stream up because I have some ideas there and not like dynamic perspective, more like shit like the armpit area is very difficult to do, to me at least. The armpit that looks natural, the shoulder, arms, certain things about the anatomy of the leg, how the muscles flow through the leg, certain things to certain ways of rendering material so it make it look like that is like feels like there is creating some kind of pressure on the skin. And I have so many ideas of videos, but so much stuff you can do during the day. But for sure I need to find other ways to show my work, like the current state of the internet, social media, AI, and all that shit is making it hard for people. I mean, used to find their audience, and it's like, well, people don't care. Obviously, they stole all the artwork to create AI images online. That was the biggest theft ever. Chaotic characters. I mean, chaotic characters like crazy ones. I love doing that. I've been rewatching and I'm in love with the art. I agree. Traps, the inner leg. Yeah, simplifications or things like for rendering, anatomy, feet, tips and tricks. I've gone like twice. I'm probably gonna go in the future again to REIQ games, and I would say teaching. I've been like guiding figure drawing classes to help other people to improve, and it has been good to be invited to REIQ games and do some of those things with them. So I feel like grateful for that. I can show you the drawings. Yeah, Claire Wendling is amazing. I don't know how old is she. She's probably pretty old by now. Older age. These were the last ones. Nothing wrong with that. Konnichiwa. Actually, I'm getting kind of sleepy. ちょっと眠くなってきたんじゃん。This is the previous one. I'll then later scan these, put it on my Instagram, put it on the sketchbook. Sometimes when I'm drawing, I don't have the time to complete the whole post, but with this information, I can complete the drawing, so I don't need like a lot of information. These are cool. Sometimes this is like all I need from the figure drawing. No. Something like this, still simple, but all the structure, all the feet, everything is done here. Same with this one. Snake. So I can go ahead and complete it. So I do that a lot with the figure drawing. Not enough time, but then later I'm like, I'm gonna finish this. Some of them I really like. I think I showed these before. These are from Captain Marvel. I also posted these on my Instagram, but these are more like the finished ones. So I've been doing that lately, to post on my Instagram something more like traditional, and I can make a lot of drawings instead of just making one. I've been finding like making one illustration. Before I make one illustration, I'll post it on Instagram. It'll get like a bunch of likes and more engagement. Now I spend the same amount of time, maybe more, creating a nice illustration, and that thing barely does any of the amount of engagement as before, and it's because of the videos and all of that. So definitely the attention and the impact of the drawings that have in the community, even if you have been for a long time, is it's not rewarding. So if I can make more drawings traditionally, I'll do that. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I go to figure drawing. Same like these ones, right? I have everything. The face sometimes is not the best face. So this face, I have to spend more time doing the expression, the eyes, same as this snake. But I try to get the most from the model to make things squeezing, make things tight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And about drawing, before, I think that person is not anymore here. Talk about, you can grab a sketchbook and you can draw. Same with this, you can sit down, draw a little bit. Doesn't have to be too complicated. Very light with pencils. There's another drawing I could finish. Judy hung. Judy, this is for the cover I did for Street Fighter. I'm gonna be posting that maybe next week. So a lot of these you can also practice legs, feet, faces, things. I posted this on Instagram with the final. Maybe tomorrow I post this Viper. And Chun-Li was not chosen. Same as this, other like variations for Judy and Chun-Li. The Chun-Li. I posted it like 2 days ago. Yeah, sometimes I do my anatomy warm-ups and whatnot. I have to be careful. Sometimes I have some non-safe for work shit. Oh, this is cool. Man, I draw shit and then I forget about it. So yeah, I need to scan these. This is QB. I finished this actually. I did complete this drawing on the computer. Scan these. Completed. Yeah, some of these are more could be spicy. Empty pages. How do I get my lines clean? Clean. Just not gonna be, mindful of the under sketch, and then do long strokes and have like a nice star, thicker middle, and a nice end to the lines. I like doing the flow of the line, so it looks nice. I get some confidence, like I can make certain lines, certain groups of strokes at the same time. So I don't think about little lines, that you think about how this line will go, how I'm gonna complete this hand. So I think about 1 and maybe 2 and 3. So I think about that rhythm, because I already have it on the drawing. And then here I have to find the knuckles, and then this knuckle, and then shape the fingers, do the little nail, probably hide the other finger. So yeah, a lot of practicing with hands, but that's how I make them kind of clean. I make sure that the lines I'm doing is gonna describe what I need, and then if it's too busy, just make it a little bit like smudge this, and start looking cleaner. But I always think that they don't look that clean because we are used to digital, right? And digital is the maximum cleanliness. So clean. Good morning. Yeah, I have a lot of drawings, and it's interesting. Sometimes I feel like, man, I haven't done that many drawings, and looking back, it's like, yeah, I've been drawing, but for me, they don't count. All the sketches that I show you, that they don't count because it's not becoming into something that becomes like a full illustration. It's more like ideas and drawing things. But maybe it becomes a sketchbook. Maybe that's the whole deal of all of these things. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Gracias por ver mi trabajo. Se les agradece mucho a todos ustedes. So yeah, I like to make one stroke and then another one thinking about the anatomy. And like I said, I have already done the heavy lifting by drawing the under sketch just a little bit. Videos en español, sí, yo sé, tengo como toda la vida que no hago un video en español. I'm usually super glittery when I draw, and I don't know, I feel like my line never lands, so I overconnect things. Yeah, I think it's could be more like, breathing. Sometimes I used to draw and I would rush the drawing because I was too excited doing all of this, all the lines, and focusing on gesture, and I would rush the lines, and they'll have a lot of energy. But my teacher said to me, one of those advices or things that people say to you and they stay forever. He said, just take it easy, just breathe, and do the lines. Like you're doing it, but just take it a little bit slow. Think about being more slower with your lines. And yeah, that was right. I think about that. It's like, yeah, I need to like calm down the rush, the gesture, and be fast, and So that's the thing. I've seen beginners, plenty of beginners that are drawing gesture, and they get stuck in gesture. I got stuck in gesture for a little while. And gesture, I mean, like doing the lines and doing because it's so fun to do the gesture, and you're doing the gesture and you're doing the gesture, and then that's it. It's just you do the gesture, but do the gesture and move on and try to apply it to the drawing gesture and then build the drawing, but finish building the drawing. I don't know. I've seen some people that still draw a lot of like heavy gestures, and it's fun. But maybe draw the gesture and move on. I think she needs to be looking. So I want to make sure the eyes are pointing there. Gotta be careful with this. Sometimes there are drawings that when I do it, and I don't take my time, they don't come that good. Then I start erasing. Yeah, you see that taking my time there, you know. Looks like she has some bigotes, some mustache. Yeah, hyperventilate, take your time, it's fine. It's helpful when right now it's 12, 12, it's like it's Friday, and there's no distractions. People are sleeping. I'm not getting any text. I'm not getting disturbed. And I think that's important to have. I know many people have families and have things and kids and stuff and routines. But to be able to be an artist, you need to have that space where nobody's gonna bother you for a while, and so you can have take your time to do these things. And that's the thing that is more difficult for people. I mean, I'm not married or have kids or have dogs or pets, even though I would like to get a pet. But right now I'm single as a fruit, and that's fine. But if I had like a family, if I have other things, probably have to find a way to balance all of that, and that probably will take a lot of time. And probably don't want to draw because there's so much shit going on all the fucking time. So I'm not saying that's the excuse, but not having that independence a little bit, I know, is, you know, but that's just me. My parents divorced many moons ago, and I never found that making a family was like a priority, you know. But maybe that will change, and I think it needs to change sooner or later. But finding the time to draw, to sit down, do your thing without somebody bothering you, that's a luxury, dude. So if you have that space, you have to treasure it, you know. So yeah, that's why people who are working regular jobs probably have it so hard to be able to draw, to have the energy for that. So many things to take care of, and so many things to take care of every day. And I know it's rewarding, have a family and all the things, but yeah, I don't have any family nearby. Only my sister, but we don't talk much. But I do have friends, and I have really close friends, and that's family. So sometimes that's enough. Because also you see all the like people who get married have like miserable lives, or have kids and have a horrible time. I have a friend that she got married. No, she got pregnant and she was gonna get married, and this guy cheated on her, and now she has a 4-year-old kid. She's the best mom ever, but she just happened to deal with this douchebag. And it's like, man, you can have like a family, but it can just crumble down pretty quickly too. I don't know. talking a bunch of bullshit here. Yeah, that's another thing. It's a lot of responsibility being a parent, and it's like a commitment. Like, dude, I'm gonna be a parent and do all this. Maybe it's not that difficult. Do you have kids? Any of you have kids? Or are you guys still pretty young? Hmm? So this is the top of the snake, and then this is the bottom of the snake, and then now this is the top of the snake. That's how I'm thinking about this snake, how it's wrapping around and then going up. Well, nobody wants to tell me. Or maybe the chat takes more time. Rustic. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. But yeah, what I mean is not all family, but more like have the space. You can have partners, you can have family that give you the space to do the things that you need to do. Doesn't mean they have to be negative, but you will need that space. Be an artist, focus on your things. Yeah. It's typically how far you go with pencil and paper brushes for scanning. I feel like I go with the pencils as much as I want. I mean, there's a point where you cannot like keep rendering. When I start like adding shading, or I feel like, okay, the face is solid, the snake is solid, I can do this in here. I can do like some quick lines. Don't have to be so perfect anyway. I'm probably taking more time because I'm talking to you guys and talking about you guys became my therapist today. Just kidding. Still debating whether or not if it's something I want. Currently doing as you say, enjoying the both side of being single, which is time to do my own thing. Yeah, and I don't mind getting like finding a girlfriend. It's been a while since I had a girlfriend, but I know the next girlfriend is not gonna be a girlfriend that's gonna pass. And so, and that's it. The next girlfriend I have is gonna make sure that it's the right person, and that's it. You know, uncle, feed. What pencil like for sketching? You could use this blue pencil of like regular mechanical pencil. Your art is gorgeous. You know what inspired you? You inspired me to go back drawing. Yes, take a pencil, find some reference, draw a little, just chill, take it easy. Don't don't be harsh on yourself. Just do a little sketch. Copy something, draw something. Yeah, something like a skits. We enjoy drawing, painting. It's like natural human thing to do. Should be going to bed sooner than later. We are always here for REIQ. Now that will be $1,000 for this therapy session. Well, $1,000? I don't think so. I mean, I could do my own therapy. I could just leave the camera on and then pretend I'm still on live stream and just talk because nobody's talking back to me. Well, except the chat, but talking. Well, the therapy usually more like they listen to your thing. So how do you feel about that? Oh, that's good. So how do you feel about it? Tell me about what are you feeling at this moment? Good night. Thank you for watching. I'm probably gonna be going soon anyway. We're always here for REIQ. Thank you guys. Well, you said that I love Prismacolor, Cool Erase, Blue Pencil, also Faber-Castell Polychromes are amazing too. Yeah, those are good. I like this one. It's more like smooth. It's just a good one. I think the other ones are like too light. This one gives me like a very nice texture. I think I have the other pencils, but sometimes you find the tool you like and that's enough. The other ones that you can erase are cool too. Maybe I could try those again. Usually when I do this, I'm like, oh, I need to get my tools ready. I need to go and draw the model. So I better don't think about materials. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying here and watching. I probably go to very soon. I'm getting tired and shouldn't be staying too long. But this is good because this is better than watching TV before sleeping. So it's nice. Yeah, the therapy is good. It's not like a therapy, it's more like a state flow. So you're in a deeper concentration when you do this. It's like a meditation, basically. This is meditation. That's why sometimes I don't stream, because if I'm meditating, I'm full, my brain is connected completely into the drawing. Hey. Yeah, I should do more live streams often, man. I really like to talk to you guys. Been doing this for a long time, and I really enjoy chatting and showing you things and spending time. Probably next time I'll do more digital coloring. Do you have any tips on no procrastinating first thing in the morning? Well, I do procrastinate first thing in the morning. I don't put that much pressure, but when I work, I work. Like, I wake up, I stretch, make a coffee, sit down, stretch a little bit, watch some stuff, maybe check some stuff online. I'll take some time, and then when I finish eating, walking, because I also walk too, I sit down and I start working, drawing, and it gets busy during the day. People talking, chatting, and it's not like the most productive time. So, but when I have to do work for real and I have to log in, I wake up, drink my coffee, sit down, and I'm doing my shit. And when the least you know, you're already like hours pass, and you're like, damn it. No. The best way not to procrastinate is to grab a pencil and start drawing. You have to have a little ritual. Where you say like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Nobody's gonna bother me, and try not to force it either. Smudging I like smudging. Oh my god. Getting sleepy. I'm trying to get used to raw digital and not having a physical original when I'm done. Well, you can print it out. I actually was thinking when I was showering. I did some sketches on paper, then I scanned that, then I did a little sketch on my iPad, and now have it on the computer. Thinking like, maybe I could just do that. Is the second sketch. I'm gonna print it out, and I'm gonna finish in traditional with some markers, and then I can sell it. I can sell the original, and then I can scan that and finish it in the computer. So I have like original, and I know people, I know you guys, and I know my patrons. They're gonna buy that. Somebody's gonna buy that, and I pay for other things because shit is getting expensive. Life is getting expensive. But I get it. Yeah, that's why I like sketching on paper. I have so many sketches, so many drawings I have done. I think at a certain point I need to start selling my drawings, my originals, because who knows? We all gonna die. And I know it's kind of dark, but it's true. And it would be nice to see my drawings have like somebody can have my drawings and treasure it somehow. And so it's not like in a folder somewhere. Maybe in the future I need some extra money, which I hope not. Yeah, I think at some point I could sell some of my sketches. I'm so lazy. These are my snake texture. Let's do this line like this. There you go. Oh my god, it's a snake now. Yeah, actually forever, hopefully. Well, I sometimes I think about it, and definitely I think music is the stronger one. A good track, good music will last years and years and years. Painting too, but things, the emotional impact of a track of music, you know. Well, guys, I think I'm reaching a point where I'm getting sleepy. I don't want to start another drawing, but yeah, we did some stuff. We shaded. We talk about life. This is how I completed this one, right? Let's see. And also my CD just stopped, so I listened to the whole album. There you go. Let's see if I can zoom out. Well, there you go. We're in my house. This is me. Welcome. it's interesting seeing yourself in the computer, but you know the camera is here. So this is the drawing. It's this big. That's what she said. Music, I play drums, but I'm just a beginner. I'm just a beginner artist, a beginner. Face reveal. Yes. Finally, after all these years, now you know who I am. This is the other one. It's kind of hard to show. The lighting is not the best. Come on, light. And no, actually, we did good. 1, 2, and then we touched these 3. And this one was a little bit bigger. Yes, I did this drawing, and it's no AI. I did it myself. Look, Mom, I did it. I can draw finally after 25 years. Wow, the girls in the background. Yeah, it's what's the name of this? A stellar blade. I showed you guys this before. And I'm gonna get rid of this. Oof. Crazy hair. Yeah, this is crazy hair. This is after shower hair. But anyways, at a certain point, I should make more videos. Dude, it's so quiet. And now I figure out I've probably been like talking super loud all this time. My neighbor might be like, this motherfucker. It's like, what is he fucking talking about? He's talking about a bunch of bullshit. Oh, this is So that's it, guys. I'll post some more in the future, and we should have a good time for sure. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to check this live stream. It's kind of late, but it's cool. Thank you for your questions, for talking, for all of these things. And I will see you soon. I'll probably see you soon, sooner than later. Have a good night. Please, if you want to draw, just draw a little bit. And rock and roll. Alright guys, thank you so much. Thank you for spending time here with me drawing. We did 9 hours and 40 minutes. So matashta. Till the next time. Oh. Remember, I have stickers. I forgot, I have stickers. I have some stickers. These are restock. La Boa Hancock. And then, what's the name of this girl? Magic. And then we have Robin Chuang. No, sorry, no. Nico Chung. And then we have Tifa. So you can get this on my website. I have Bayonetta stickers too. So all of these stickers, and I have more in my website. These are the restock. This is a favorite. This is probably one of my favorites. I really like this side lock. And there's feet, so I know you guys like that. And that's it. I'm out of here. Good night, guys. Take care. Did it end? No, it didn't end. Now